Debate 1. Today we are going to see about the four quadrant operations. Four quadrant operations. What is the four quadrant operations? Here it said motor and braking mainly will take place. For example, if it is an DC motor, see it is an DC motor, we have a positive and negative symbol is there. If you want to break this particular motor, just we will change the sign over here. We will put a sign negative and we will give a positive power over to here. Then the motor will be braking. Likewise, if you want to breaking a three-phase power supply, as we know already, what is three-phase? R, Y, B. So if you want to break this three-phase supply, means we have to change this phase sequence like R, B, Y. Instead of R, Y, B, we will change this blue, yellow for phase sequence. Then we will have that breaking in that particular three-phase supply. Likewise, we will see over here. Here you can see the Tm is motor torque and the W is speed of that motor. If the motor as well as torque of the motor as well as speed in same direction, here it is, see, these are running anti-clock direction, clock counter direction is there. CC means class counter direction. See, we will see here the speed is also in anti-clockwise and the motor torque will also anti-clockwise. Here TL means load torque. Load torque only in clockwise direction. For example, if you are taking that lift, if the motor torque is anti-clockwise as well as speed is in anti-clockwise, means we have to clockwise with the load. If the load is downside, then the lift will go up. Likewise, here we can call this is the forward motoring, because this motor torque as well as speed also in that anti-clockwise direction. Here the torque is positive and speed is also positive, whereas this quadrant speed is positive and motor torque is negative. Here speed and motor torque both are negative. This quadrant speed is negative and motor torque is positive, because you know this is the speed and torque. The speed is in that y-axis and the torque is in that x-axis. According to that, we will have the positive negative sign over here. Then we will move up this quadrant 2. Here you can see the motor drive is in that clockwise direction. See here Tm. Tm is in that motor torque is in the clockwise direction. The speed is in that opposite direction. If there is a same side for the motor torque as well as speed, means the motor will become running. It is in the running conditions. There is no stopping in that motor. It will be running, whether it is forwarding or reversing, it might be running, because of that motor torque as well as the speed is in the same direction. Whereas here you can see in the second quadrant, the motor torque and speed is in that opposite direction. What will happen here? See, for example, again we take a lift. If the lift, we want to stop that lift for a first floor or second floor, whatever it may. That time what we will do, if you want to change the motor torque, then it will get that braking. That is happen over here. Because of this, motor is in that clockwise and speed is in the opposite, anti-clockwise. If both this happen, the motor will be braking. The lift will go from down to upside That time, for example, if it is a first floor, we want to stop this lift. Now the braking is applied with the change the direction of motor torque as well as the speed. Now we can call this as a forward braking because the motor is in the forward conditions. Then we will move up to that reverse motoring. As I said earlier, if it is torque as well as speed is in both in same direction, the motor will get running. That is the main concept of that four quadrant operation. So here you can see also the motor as well as the torque both are in same direction. But the thing is the load torque TL is in that opposite direction. See this TL before in that forward motoring, this is clockwise. Here in the forward braking, the load torque is in anti-clockwise, where here it is the load torque is in anti-clockwise, and this motor torque as well as speed is in the reverse direction, which is the clockwise direction. This clockwise direction with the opposite of load torque, so it will get reversed. For example, if the lift want to be come downside from third floor to second floor or first floor, we have to down. Now the load will get upside, then the motor will get down because it will get reversed. Here the speed also negative and the motor will also get negative. So it is called that reverse motor. Then the final one is the fourth quadrant. It is called reverse braking. See here it is the motor torque is in opposite direction and speed torque is in opposite direction and load torque in opposite direction. Here the speed is in negative because of the direction is in clockwise and the motor torque is positive because it is in anti-clockwise. As we said before, for fourth quadrant 1, we will have a lift from going from down to upstairs. That time it will act as a forward motoring. Then if you want to brake that lift, particular lift for first floor or second floor, so we want to brake, that brake will have a forward braking. How we can do? We will just change the motor and speed direction. Likewise, if you want to downside of the particular lift, because if you want to come down to the lift from third floor to second floor or first floor, then the motor will get reversed. How it will become successful? Because of that, we have to change the clockwise for the motor torque as well as the speed of that particular motor in the clockwise, then the lift will come downside. Now the last position, while coming down of that lift, if you want to stop particular floor, for example, if I want to stop that lift in the second floor, if it is in three floor building, we want to stop the particular lift in the second floor. How it will happen? Again, we have to go for the concept of forward braking. But the thing is, here it is in reverse because of that the speed is in clockwise. So we have to apply the same concept, but the thing is we have to give a for reverse braking. That is the main thing because the lift is going downside. So we have to put the reverse braking. How it will happen? With the change that motor torque. Here you can see the motor torque is in anti-clockwise, which have a positive sign over here, and the motor speed is in clockwise direction, which is a negative sign over here. When we are changing this one, then the motor will stop in that particular floor, which we want to stop that floor in that third floor or second floor or first floor. We will stop with the help of that changing the directions. When we are changing the directions, the brake automatically will apply to the particular motor. Here also, there is a load will come downside. Because of that, the lift is come up from down. This forward braking is the lift going from downside to upside. Here it is come up to down. Well, up to down, we'll applying that reverse braking. So it is called that reverse braking. These are all about the four quadrant operations. Thank you.